Today, we're going to take a piece of white paper and paint it with some gorgeous browns. Let's go. I've got some paint here. I've got light brown, dark brown, and some gold. I've got a paintbrush, a large piece of white paper, and I've even got a piece of cardboard that has a zigzag cut on it, and we're going to use these tools to add some texture. You could also use a fork for this or a comb, and you'll see why in a moment. Let's go ahead and start by writing our name on the back. And on the front, we are going to just cover up this entire page with our shades of brown. So we're not painting anything in particular, we're just covering the page so that we can use this later. Go ahead and pick one of your brown tones. I'm going to use my reddish medium brown, and I'm just going to go ahead and start painting with my big paintbrush. And I'm going to paint quickly today. I'm going to go back and forth, maybe mix a few other colors in, and I don't want to let this paint dry because I'm going to go back and add some texture. Texture is the way something feels, and it's going to look so much more interesting to add some texture into our wet paint. So I've got a little bit of gold, some darker brown. I'm blending my colors together and just kind of showing off all those different shades. I'm going to go all the way to the edge as well. So I've got a messy mat underneath so that I can really just paint right over to the edge and just keep going onto my messy mat, and that is okay. Notice that I'm going back and forth in a way that's comfortable for me so that I can go quickly. And I'm ready to flip over my paintbrush and draw into my wet paint. How cool is that that you can make these different patterns right into our wet paint? Again, this is why we wanted to paint kind of fast today. If you are a slow painter, you can always paint half of the page and then add some texture and then keep going with the other half of the page. You can also use this piece of cardboard that has a zigzag cut on it, and you can drag it across the wet paint to make different stripes. You can go back and forth to add even more texture. And last but not least, we can use this little comb to add really thin lines of texture into our painted paper. Now, this painted paper is going to be used to make a desert landscape. So I'm thinking about all the different shades of brown that might be in the sand, and then these lines of texture are going to make it look even more realistic, like the lines that the wind might blow into the sand if you ever went to the desert. All right, I think that looks pretty good, and I am actually finished. So this is my brown piece of painted paper, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when we turn it into our desert landscape. I'll see you then. Love, your cozy art teacher.